Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Oh,
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's
if I would have read that right, I was.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Took it outside him.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Purdue's offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive
Get down, boy!
Better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. It's a draw. Runs through a tackle.
How did I miss it?
Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time.
Come here,
and he's
boy.
going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move.
He gone. 41 is not. Don't you block him in the back.
Touchdown, Penn State! How about that special teams play?
And that is one of the biggest plays
Are
of
we
that
surprised?
young man's
Are
football
we
life.
surprised?
The true
No,
freshman
we're not
taking
surprised.
the punt to the house. I'm the head coach and I watch that. I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special teams touchdown isn't answered with another one. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history.
Big-time
that know how to
linebacker.
get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time
You
plays.
hear that? Give
And
me
they
all
are
that.
looking for a ball
Take
play
back off.
that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19.
Shit.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the 1st down.
He
Let's
felt
go.
the heat trying to
Let's
get
go.
away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The Boilermakers
All right,
line up to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the 1st punt. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Gonna be a house call.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Oh shit.
Can anyone catch him? They
Got more
finally
than I
get him
thought.
on the ground,
What
but
up?
that's the kind of play that will carry
Ba,
momentum
ba,
into
ba,
the
ba,
second
ba,
quarter.
ba.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top.
Are we
Really
surprised?
strong
Nope.
performance so far to be able to build a
30
lead here in the first
rushing yards. Ain't that
period as
disgusting?
we look at the stats.
Gotta fix that.
Just about ready to get things
fix
started
that.
here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Challenge you.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Ah!
Able to squeeze
That was
out
my
a couple on the play. It's down at
1,000%
35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to run for
Get
it.
out of my
Finds
goddamn
his
way.
for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down.
Call it what you want.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep moving.
If you want, better figure it
Keep
out.
pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
So much
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll
That's
take a
fine.
break to check him
I got
out.
another one.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you.
And he takes it in for the score.
I'm curious, though. Really? Dislocate a shoulder? Come on, bruh. Pop it back in. Let's go.
They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do.
Drinking, beating the shit out of Purdue.
Line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front
got
of you.
Got the grill going.
Get up, get over top of them. Get that
some
touchdown.
burgers.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short.
Ha-ha!
Always a welcome
Sucker.
play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. Lucky. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in the...
He's off to the races. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants and it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
I thought I could fit in that hole.
This defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Cantrell. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Rides to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the areas
Are we surprised?
Really
No, we're not surprised.
is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
What's happening over there?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Who wrote it?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half.
Boom!
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He makes the connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it behind the line. It's Cantrell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Now on the option. The pitch. Got room at the 35. Racing down the left side. And
Damn!
away from the defense.
Even the computer did that. Disrespectful. Disrespectful computer.
Play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level.
Go, boy, go, boy, go, boy. Get off me, 16.
House and prove
Midget.
you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dialing up a second down pass play.
How the hell did you caught up in there?
It's an incomplete pass. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long.
I try to take control.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 48. They picked play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find
open runway ahead. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. Touchdown,
He said,
Nittany
give me
Lions.
my tutty.
And the pummeling has started.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Williamson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kicks.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get it drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Basic connection. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Fresh set of downs after the completion. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cano. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Hey, like a mo.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there.
And
what
he
the?
Will take it in.
Wow.
Touchdown, Purdue! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14.
Personal foul.
I did not touch him.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for the big play, and he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to
Passing
drain the rest
touchdown
of the
or
time
rushing
away.
touchdown? Which one you want me to
The
have?
Nittany Lions are threatening
Rushing
on
touchdown it
1st and
is!
goal.
Huh. Give me that, boy! Let's go!
And the beatdown has ensued.
Beatdown has ensued.
They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Boom. Ba-da-ba-ba. They know what they're doing.
The
They're passing
Boilermakers
the
have it
ball.
back, and here
Blah,
comes
blah.
the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that
There
work.
is no reason why you didn't pick that off.
Maybe an
Do that
opportunity
shit again,
for
you're going
staff
wrong.
to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to the quick
damn
film
rushed it.
session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a
I
week to
saw
figure
that.
it out, figure out what your offense
Way
is
out
going to
of
be
position.
moving forward.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. But you got to let the defense know too.
Ah! Look who did it! Look who did it!
And
Number
they'll
13,
close
he
in on
heard
it
me.
for a good return on the interception.
He heard me.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back.
Going over the top. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is
Are we surprised? Nope.
With that score,
I was like one-on-one with that guy. Just about any day.
And this always is the debate of where you fall.
Done,
It's your
son.
job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, the
day.
day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Ah, 2 punt returns for Tutty. What up? Meow.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad
Hot
day.
trash.
Offense,
I like that.
defense,
Hot
giving
trash.
up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive
All right,
plays.
Duff,
And
let's go.
it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points because they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Wants to throw on first down.
Oh, dog, he was open.
He took a
was
shot
intended.
trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
We are not surprised.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his...
We handled business just like we should have. Couple errors. All right. Damn. Stick got it. He's on here too.